know that the Saints have quite the work to do, but not as much as Atlanta. Because why, Dad?
because they suck a whole lot.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's the word around the campfire. They suck.
Yep. And today we are doing our 2024 NFL mock draft. Dad, you ready?
Ready. We're doing
All
a mock
right.
draft. I didn't know that.
Well, you can pull up like a website so you can. Yeah.
Let's just hear your mock draft and we'll just talk about it.
All right. Well, how about this? Hold on. How about this? So, hold on, let me pull one up real quick. All right. How about this? So how about hold on? Are you by like a computer or something?
No.
Hmm. Well, how about this? I can tell you who's available, and you can tell me who you want to draft because I don't want to do it just by myself.
All right. What's up, Blaze?
What's up, Blake Smith? All right. So let's start here with the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback USC. By the way, just so you know, I'm doing trades. I don't know about that, but I know I'm doing trades. Um, Caleb Williams. I mean, he's been the consensus number one pick for probably over a year now. So, Dad, who do you think will be the number one pick?
I think it's gonna be Caleb Williams just because of what we're hearing. But I think this number two pick will turn out being better than Caleb Williams. Just a hunch.
All right, one. All right, all right. Here we go. There. All right, here. All right, now let me give you Caleb Williams from Chicago. There we go. All right, now with the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, I have the Washington Commanders selecting Drake May, quarterback from North Carolina, and that's not because May's a better prospect than Daniels. That's because if I was an FOGM, I would definitely take Caleb number two. I mean, Jaden number two. But y'all remember when Zach Wilson, ain't nobody thought he was gonna be a top two pick, but then he had a strong year or whatever and had a good arm, I guess. I think that's what's gonna happen here. And I got Drake May going to Washington. What about you, Dad?
I definitely have Jaden Daniels going to Washington. I mean, he's the pick. I mean, Drake May, he could prove to be a good player in the future, but I'd have to see it. I know what Jaden Daniels can do. We watched him every game last year, and he's just on a different level right now than
All
Drake May.
right. Now with the third pick, I actually have a surprise to some people because, like I said, for some reason, I have a sneaky suspicion that Jaden Daniels might fall a couple picks because he's teams don't really want an injury-prone quarterback, and I'm sorry, Jaden Daniels he'd be taking too much hits, and he can still work on the middle of the field. So I have a sneaky suspicion. Look, I love Jaden, but I have a sneaky suspicion he might fall just a couple picks. Right? So with the third pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, I have the New England Patriots selecting Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver from Ohio State. Look, I don't think. Look, you'll see later my mock draft because, like I mentioned, I'm doing trades here. So Patriots getting MHJ, I feel like is a good pick for them. Because I don't know any receiver on their team that was productive last season except for the Mario freaking Douglas. So yeah, give me MHA number three. Who you got for the Patriots, Dad? Or do you have a trade?
I have the New England Patriots taken the quarterback of the future, Drake May.
All right. Now with the fourth pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Malik Neighbors, wide receiver from LSU. With Harrison off the board, the Cardinals they need a number one receiver, and I think it's going to be Malik Neighbors. I think Neighbors is you can argue him being better than Harrison, but because of all the hype, Harrison's probably going to go before Neighbors. So that who do you think is going to be the fourth pick?
Well, I have the top receiver on my board is Harrison, so I'm going to slot Harrison right in there to Arizona.
Cool. Now, at the fifth pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers take Brock Bowers, tight end from Georgia. With Neighbors gone, with Harrison gone, they're going to need at least a receiving threat. And Brock Bowers is kind of like a wide receiver, just in a tight end body. So I'm slotting Brock Bowers as the fifth pick. I know a lot of Saints fans are hoping that he falls down to a point where we can at least trade up for him or fall 14 somehow, some way. Um, but I got Brock Bowers enjoying that California weather. So, Dad, who do you got being the fifth pick in the draft?
I have the Washington receiver going in this position right here.
Rome Dunze?
Azuze, yeah, that's him.
Uh,
I got
all
him
right, Dunze.
falling right there ahead of Neighbors.
Okay. Now I have my first trade of the mock draft. I have the I have the New York Giants trading out of the sixth pick to actually get the Vikings two first round picks. And with the sixth pick in the 2024 NFL draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jaden Daniels, quarterback from LSU. He finally comes off the board. The Vikings, there's been talk about them trading up for an overrated prospect by the name of JJ McCarthy. I don't know where that hype came from. It's because he won a championship. Yeah, sure. So yeah, I got Jaden Daniels going at number six. Dad, who do you think would be the sixth pick?
Okay, who who you had traded out of that position? What teams
The
there?
Giants.
All right, the Giants, the G-Men.
Hey Jerry.
I, what's up, Jared? I think they're gonna stick with the quarterback Daniel Jones.
Okay.
So I don't think they're picking a quarterback here. I think they're going offensive lineman.
All
And I
right.
think they're going with J.C. Latham from Alabama.
All right. Doesn't find him. Okay, here we go. All right. So you got J.C. Latham going to the Giants, the G-men. All right. By the way, Jerry and Blaze, I know you all in here. I have a kind of an announcement, I guess. So whenever I'm go live, that's not this type of show. Um, I found a way where I can actually put a link where y'all can join. But in order for y'all to do that, I'm gonna put in my community tab. So just letting y'all know, and you have to use your phone to log in. I know it's kind of weird, but like if like you can watch on your computer, you just gotta log in with your phone. All right, just letting y'all know, okay? But I'll remind y'all um
That's
whenever I
cool.
do start streaming again, just so y'all know. But back to this, I guess. Let's see. All right, now with the seventh pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, I have the Tennessee Titans selecting Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle from Penn State. I know as a Saints fan, I would kill for Fashanu, but I just don't see him falling that far. I mean, like Fashanu, you can argue that he might be the best tackle in the draft, but I have the Titans going with him at seven. Dad, who's the seventh pick in the draft?
And who's the team?
The Tennessee Titans.
The Tennessee Titans. I have them taking Malik Neighbors from LSU. Who that? Or Go Tigers.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. With the eighth pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Dallas Turner, edge from Alabama. And I know it's a scary pick if you're a Saints fan. Obviously, if you're a Saints fan, you're most likely an LSU fan. And if you're an LSU fan, then you have PTSD of Dallas Turner wrecking Jayden Daniels' brain. Um, However, Dallas Turner going to Atlanta. Look, I'm not biased. I wanted them to draft a punter, just out of spite. I wasn't drafting a punter, but I'm like, nah, because there's no way that happens. If that does happen, I'm gonna come here and laugh in their face, but that's probably not gonna happen. So I was being realistic, and I gave them Dallas Turner. Dad, who's the eighth pick? And I swear to God, if you say a punter, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, they're not going to draft a punter. The eighth pick in the NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select a plate of poop. They're going to be eating some poop this year, boy. All right, back on track. The the Atlanta Falcons are selecting the sixth best tight end.
Okay.
I don't know. Right now, we're at the point in the first round where I don't have my computer here, so I don't know the players now. I know it's not going to be a quarterback. They think they have quarterbacks over there. So
But if you want,
probably,
you can tell me a position, and I can tell you who's available from those positions.
probably an offensive lineman, I would think. Because Kirk
All
Cousins
right.
getting up in
Well,
age,
offensive line.
they're going to have to protect him. So go ahead.
All right. Well, there's Joe Alt. There's Fashanu. There's no guards. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I
But
guess
and then there's
let's do
probably no
Fashanu.
centers.
Let's go with Fashanu.
Fashanu.
Yep.
By the way, Dad, did you hear the Falcons might get penalized for tampering?
No. What they tampering with now?
Kirk Cousins.
Tampering with Kirk Cousins? Oh, yeah, I did hear that. Yeah.
Yes, that's funny. All right, but back to this draft. With the ninth pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, receiver from Washington. I think he's like I think he's the premier wide receiver in this draft class. You know, the one that can go make a play, the one that can create separation. I think that's a Dunze. So I have him going to Chicago to unite with Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore. Dad, who's the ninth pick in the draft?
Who's the team?
The Bears, the Chicago Bears.
The second, their second first round pick. The Bears, um, I think they're going to go offensive linemen to protect their young quarterback.
All
So
right.
I think there's a good tackle from Penn State in there.
Oh, well, you just had him get drafted.
Oh, that was Azume.
That was
Who,
Kashani.
who's the next guy?
Joe Alt.
Let's put him in.
All right. Joe Alt headed to Chicago. All right. Now of another trade. The New York Giants, or I mean, not the Giants, the New York Jets are trading the 10th pick to the Indianapolis Colts. And with the 10th pick in 2024 NFL Draft, Indianapolis Colts select Terrion Arnold, cornerback from Alabama. You see, Terrion Arnold, I feel like is the best corner in this draft, and I think I'm not Atlanta, Indy, they're gonna trade up for him, and they're not gonna regret it. Dad, who's the 10th pick?
Who's the team?
Well, real time it's the New York Jets.
But you had the Jets trading up, right?
Trading down.
Trading down. Okay, so who I have? It's the Jets, right?
So, yeah, you have the Jets.
Okay.
Unless you want them to trade down, which you could do, but
Yeah,
for now you got
they're
the
gonna
Jets.
trade down.
Okay.
The Jets are gonna trade down to the Atlanta Falcons.
Again.
We're gonna troll the Atlanta Falcons tonight, boy. The
All
Jets are
right.
trading down to the Atlanta Falcons
All right.
for
What do you have the Jets receiving in this trade? Like a first, second, or was it not first, but like second or third?
the, the first round picks in the next 6 years.
Okay.
That,
All
this, this is
right. The trade.
this is a fantasy pick. This is a fantasy pick.
All
The
right. The trade's been accepted.
The Atlanta Falcons give up the first round picks in the next six drafts, and they
Okay.
get a big poop sandwich as return.
Okay.
They draft the poop sandwich, boy. No, okay, all right. Jets will select Brock Bowers, tight
All
end,
right.
Georgia.
All right. Bet. All right. So you have the Jets taking Brock Bowers. I mean, there's reports they might go to the Jets now. All right, now with the 11th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, which belongs to the Giants now because this is the pick that they got from trading down with Minnesota. With the 11th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Troy Fautanu, offensive tackle from Washington. Look, the Giants, they got to protect whoever will be the starting quarterback, whether that's Danny Pennies or um, if they want to draft somebody, I don't know. But Troy Fautanu going off the board to the Giants at number 11. Dad, who's the 11th pick in your opinion? And just so you know, it's the Vikings for right now.
The Vikings are on the clock, right? So
Yeah.
they are gonna reach for a quarterback here. They have to have one. So they're gonna reach for J.J. McCarthy. Somehow they're in love with J.J. McCarthy. I don't know why, but that's gonna be the pick here. Lock it in.
Yeah, like, out of all the quarterbacks, like, look, Jaden McCarthy, was he bad? No. But, I mean, bro, like, that's like saying the Patriots would trade up for Mac Jones. Just because he won a championship, oh, now he's a good quarterback. I mean, first of all, you were in the Big Ten, and you had to play the weakest Alabama team that we've ever seen, at least the last 10 years or whatever. And then you had to face Washington, and you barely threw the ball against Washington. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Now, with the 12th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Jared Verse, edge from Florida State. He feels like a Sean Payton type of player. He's definitely a player that I feel like Sean Payton would fall in love with. So yeah, I got Jared Verse heading to Denver. Who's your 12th pick?
You know, Sean Payton can't help himself. He wants an offensive weapon. He was hoping Brock Bowers would fall to him, but he did not. So the next offensive weapon on the board is
Is this when I tell you?
yes. I'm asking.
Oh, okay. Well, the next offensive weapon. So you're talking about like receiver?
Yeah, because there's no other tight end in the first round. So give me a
All right.
receiver.
All right. Well, the next best receiver is Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU.
LSU, another LSU boy. Let's lock him in. Going
I
to
bet.
this pick right here.
All right. Now, with the 13th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Quinion Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo. Now, look, the Raiders, they they've been trying, or they've been trying, and I feel like they could wait for a quarterback. There's still a couple quarterbacks that are available. I think they could wait and maybe trade up later. Um, But yeah, I got Quinn Mitchell going to the Sin City. Dad, who's going at number 13?
Oakland, the Las Vegas Raiders with their second pick in the first round, right?
First pick in the first round.
I thought they had one already. Yeah.
No, they don't. They only have one. It was the Bears that had multiple first round picks.
Hmm. I
I
thought
think there's
that,
teams that have multiple first round picks, which is the Bears, Cardinals, and Vikings.
okay. I'm doing this show with no notes.
Okay,
All
cool.
top head. All right. So the Raiders, you know what? They need a quarterback too. They might reach here for guy from Washington. What's his name?
Michael Penix Jr.
Penix Jr. going to Sin City.
All right, now let's get to the pick that we've all been waiting for. With the 14th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Joe Alt, offensive tackle from Notre Dame. Why do I have Joe Alt falling this far? Because I'm a biased human being. You should know this by now. I'm just kidding. I think teams aren't really looking at offensive tackle as much as people think that they are. People are saying the Chargers, but I think the Chargers are more interested in receiving threats. And I mean, I have a lot of trades happening, and a lot of teams that are trading up don't really or aren't really going to invest in offensive line. And as a Saints fan, we need offensive line help. So we're going to be drooling over the fact that Joel could be our offensive tackle, and we're going to get him. Dad, who was the 14th pick in the draft?
I was hoping that J.C. Latham would fall here, but he's not going to. Or the Saints would trade up to get him, but they're not going to. So, and yes, I think with the James Hurst news, that this is definitely an offensive tackle pick right here. And are you telling me that guy from Notre Dame is the best tackle left right now?
Yeah.
I hate I hate picking Notre Dame players, but
Why?
because this is the 14th pick. I want to pick a SEC dude or a Big Ten dude. Uh, Notre Dame's kind of in the Big Ten, but really not. But I don't know. That's just the way I feel sometimes. Because I feel another pinning situation here. We're gonna pick this dude. He's not gonna work out. J.C. Latham would work out. That guy from Penn State will work out. I don't know about this dude right here, but let's go ahead and pick him. Let's pray to God it works. But
You already
we'll see
had
what happens.
Joel getting drafted.
What's that?
You already had Joel getting drafted.
I already had who getting drafted.
The dude that from Notre Dame.
Oh, I already had him getting drafted.
Yeah, you
So
had
who
him
I got
going
on
to
my board?
Chicago.
Who I
So
got
I
on my
mean,
board?
offensive tackles. Let's see. You got Talise Fuaga, Troy Fatani, Lamarius Mims, and Tyler Guyton. Those are the first round projections, at least.
Okay, where's Futanga from?
He went to Washington.
Give me somebody else.
All right. Well, I mean, the only SEC player here is Amarius Mims,
And he's a guard, right?
a tackle from Georgia.
The tackle from Georgia. Give me him. Go Bulldogs.
Okay then. But Jerry, yes, as long as he's ain't drafting offensive tackle, yes. All right.
That's right.
With the 15th pick, which now belongs to the New York Jets, due to the trade with the Colts earlier, with the 15th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Amarius Mims, offensive tackle from Georgia, the guy that you just drafted to the Saints. I have going a pick later from the Saints. I feel like the Jets, look, they saw what happened to Aaron Rodgers last year. They don't want to have to do that again. So I think they're going to be. I know they signed Tyron Smith, but Mekhi Becton, he's been so. But they need an offensive line. So I think they go Mims. They're either going to take Alt or Mims, whoever's available in this mock, and Mims ends up being available, so they're going to take him. All right, Dad, who is the 15th pick in the draft?
It's the Jets, right?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are trading back
Okay.
with the Atlanta Falcons. No, this is serious.
Uh,
They trade back with the Atlanta Falcons for a cheerleader. No. They trading back with the Atlanta Falcons for some Gatorade.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay. Do you actually have
serious.
the?
We're gonna be serious. All right. The Indianapolis Colts last year they drafted their franchise quarterback, right?
Oh yeah, they took Anthony Richardson last year.
Yeah. So they have their quarterback. I don't see another offensive weapon in this spot right here. We got Neighbors and Brian Thomas off the board, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably going to give him some offensive line help because my boy was hurt last year. Probably took a wicked hit from somebody missing the block. Come on now. So give me the best offensive lineman left.
All right. So you got Talise Fuaga going to Indy.
There you go.
Yeah, Jerry, I know. I like him too. All right. Because if I didn't like him, I wouldn't have him as a guest on my show. Okay. So yeah, I'm forced to like him, but at the same time, I like him too.
You're not forced to
Um.
like. You can get another dad if you want to, but you don't want
Okay.
to. All
All
right,
right.
continue.
Now with the 16th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks are selecting Talise or no, J.C. Latham, offensive tackle from Alabama. I have him slipping a couple picks. I have the Seahawks taking him because look, obviously, teams are gonna go for needs and projections, but sometimes some things get freaky in the draft. So I think some things will get freaky in the draft, as it showed Jaden Daniels on the screen on my television. So and he does look freaky. I don't know what that suit is. But yeah, I got J.C. Latham from Seattle. All right, Dad. Who's the 16th pick?
What team?
The Seattle Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks. Hmm. Do you think they love their quarterback situation right now?
I mean, they got Geno Smith and they traded for Sam Howell.
Hmm. Okay, I guess that'll keep them out the first round. All right, Seattle Seahawks. Uh, give me. I think they need to go defense here.
Okay.
I think they need to beef up their defensive line. So give me a defensive tackle.
All right. You got Johnny Newton and Byron Murphy the second.
I think Byron Murphy the second. Seen a lot,
I
you
bet.
know, mocks from him going higher than this. So I think that would be a good pick for the Seahawks.
With the 17th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Talise Fuaga, offensive tackle from Oregon State. Fuaga, some people think he might be the best offensive lineman in the draft. I'm not one of them, but he's nice. However, Trevor Lawrence, like that injury, I feel like ruined their season that he suffered last season against Cincinnati on that Monday night game. Um, so I think they're going to want to make sure that that never happens again. So they're going to start that by drafting Fuaga here at 17. Dad, who is the 17th pick in the draft?
With Jaguars. Huh?
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me an edge rusher.
All right, there's Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner. Where is he from?
He is from Alabama.
Oh yeah, Dallas Turner. He'll look good in those Jacksonville Blues, boy.
He definitely would. I'm not gonna lie. All right, with the 18th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Byron Murphy II, defensive tackle from Texas. You know why? Because they drafted Miles Murphy last year. I don't know if they're related, but if they are, cool. If it's not, cool, because they draft Miles Murphy, then they draft Byron Murphy. It just makes sense. Too much sense. So, Dad, who's going in number 18?
What team?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals. They need offensive line. They need to stop getting Joe Burrow killed. So what's the next offensive lineman you have? Do you have a guard up there?
Yeah, the next guard is Christian Haynes, offensive guard from UConn. He is projected to be the 37th pick.
Okay, give me a tackle. I'm not
Okay.
reaching for a
Then
guard like that.
all right. The next tackle is Troy Fatanu, offensive tackle from Washington, who's projected to be the 17th pick.
Yep, give me Fatano right there. Cincy, boy. Protect Joe Burrow's blind side.
Man, I love these offensive line names. We got Fashanu, Patanu, and Fuaga, and Latham, and Joe O. Those are probably the 5 best draft names I've ever heard in my life.
Ever.
Especially since they're one position. All right. Um, with the 19th pick, wait, hold on, guys. Sound the alarms. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. The Los Angeles Rams have a first round pick this year. This is not a drill. Okay, but yeah, the
Okay.
Rams have a first round pick for the first time in I believe 8 years. Their last first round pick was in 2016 when they got Jared Goff. I think with their first round pick since or the first round pick since I've been watching football, I have them selecting Liatu Latu Edge from the UCLA. That who's going at number 19.
All right. I think our first secondary player is going here. So give me a safety.
All right, you got Cooper DeJean, safety from Iowa, projected to be number 25.
There you go. Let's go with Cooper.
Yeah. Some
Cooper
people
DeJean.
argue that he might be a top 5 defensive player in the league or in the draft. Yeah. With the 20th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Pittsburgh Steelers. So Chop Robinson, edge from Penn State. You know, the Steelers, they live on the edge and they die by the edge. So they're gonna keep getting reinforcements. You know, TJ Watt, he's been getting hurt more often than not. And you got Cameron Hayward. We don't know how old he's gonna end up playing to. So I got Chop Robinson. And plus his name is Chop. Okay? And he plays edge. His name is Chop, y'all. His name is Chop. So yeah, all right, who's going in number 20?
Chop Robinson. I
Okay,
love that
cool.
pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chop. It sounds like he needs to be in Pittsburgh, you know?
Yep. Chop down some trees. You hear? You heard me? All right. Now, with the 21st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Johnny Newton, defensive tackle from Illinois. I am high on him, but I feel like he's fallen down a couple of picks because I think off the field issues. I'm not sure. There was something about him. I'm not sure. But that who do you think will be the 21st pick? Not to
For the
mention
team.
Dolphins got to replace Christian Wilkins. But yeah, that who's going at 21.
All right, Dolphins. Give me a player that's been sliding down the board a little bit,
All
regardless
right,
of
well,
position.
Terry and Arnold, who was projected to be at number 12, and now we're at 21.
What position?
Cornerback from Alabama.
Cornerback. You know, the Miami Dolphins put up a lot of points last year, but they also gave up a lot of points in some games. So getting a stud cornerback could be the remedy there in Miami. So put him in there.
I bet Arnold headed to the South Beach. All right, now with the 22nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback from Alabama, because his name is Kool-Aid.
I was
That's
about to
why
say,
he's
did you
going.
say Kool Aid?
Yes,
What flavor Kool Aid? That
it's
that
gonna be
makes a difference.
some. There's gonna be some saucy Kool-Aid. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're right. Kool Aid. I can't
Yep.
draft nobody named Kool Aid. That sounds too soft. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
All right.
So what team are we at? We on
We're at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia. Hmm. I'm gonna shock some people right now. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think that they very happy with their quarterback situation right now. I think they are reaching. They are reaching for my boy. I can't think of a name. Quarterback from Oregon,
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, going to the city of brotherly love to put some pressure on the quarterbacks.
All right. All right. All right. Now with the 23rd pick, which now belongs to the New York Giants, because they also got this pick in the trade that they made with the Vikings. With the 23rd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson. The Giants, they need help back there after losing Xavier McKinney, who I know is a safety, but they still need some secondary help. So I think they're going to start that by getting a DB who goes by the name of Nate Wiggins. That who's going at number 23.
What team?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go defense here. Let's
All right.
bulk up that D. So give me the number one linebacker on your board.
The number one linebacker is Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker from Texas A&M, who is the 49th projected pick.
Yeah, I don't know if we're reaching like that. That's but this draft sucks for linebackers, huh?
Yes.
Let's go with the best defensive lineman on your board.
All right. Well, the best defensive lineman is Johnny Newton, defensive tackle from Illinois. He's projected to be number 21.
All right, that's more like it. Let's go with Johnny Newton.
I bet. Now, with the 24th pick in the 2024. Okay. With the 24th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle from Oklahoma. The Cowboys, they lost Tyron Smith, and they're going to want to replace him. So they're going to take who's one of the best primary offensive tackles in Tyler Guyton. So, Dad, who do you think's going at number 24?
24 to the Dallas Cowgirls, huh?
Yes, sir.
I, I do believe they're going offensive line here. And give me the top tackle you have.
All right, the top tackle was also Tyler Guyton, who's projected to be number 29.
Okay, well, I agree with you with that pick. Lock him in.
Yep. All right, Tyler Guy headed to the Dallas area. Now we have a trade. I have the Green Bay Packers trading down with the Kansas City Chiefs. And with the 25th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Kansas City Chiefs select Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver from LSU. I have him falling a little bit. But I think the Chiefs are going to look at him and they're going to be like, does that still say? Hold on, no, let me get my glasses. Does that say Brian Thomas Jr.? Yeah,
They
definitely. Oh, yeah.
they do need some
Yeah,
wide receiver help.
yep, they're going to start calling the police to make sure that they're not blind. And they're going to be like, that is Brian Thomas Jr. Okay, so then they're going to call up the Green Bay Packers, trade up, get Brian Thomas Jr., and go celebrate like they just won their 15th Super Bowl in a row. So, Dad, who's the 25th pick for the Packers?
The Packers. Trade alert. Trade alert.
Okay.
We have a trade going on. It's
All
going
right.
down now.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
The Green Bay Packers are trading back to the Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons are giving up. They already gave up the next 6 drafts. The 6 after that, they give it up. Okay. So they move it into the first round here. And they select place kicker from Colgate.
Okay.
No, okay. Green Bay Packers are going to select the next best cornerback.
All right. Well, you have to wait a second because this stupid computer wants to be the slow.
Atlanta Falcons select Joe Smith.
Who is that?
I don't know. Nobody does. They got to turn in a card with some dude name on it nobody ever heard of.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. So you said best cornerback.
Yeah, give me a cornerback.
All right, that will be Quinion Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo, who's projected to be the 16th pick.
All right, he fell a little bit. Okay, but I'm gonna scoop him up right here in Green Bay.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go charge. Or I'm gonna charge these after the show. Well, Dad, can you say something real quick?
What?
All right. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Can you say something now so I can make sure that's good now?
Hello.
We're good now.
They can
So now,
texting.
let's. Yep. All right, we're good. Now with I have a trade going on again. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to feel a little bad that they had to that they signed Tom Brady from New England. So in honor of that, they're going to trade down with the Patriots so they can go get the next quarterback. Because if you remember, I have Marvin Harrison Jr. going to New England. So I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers trading the 26th pick to the New England Patriots. And with the 26th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select J.J. McCarthy, quarterback from Michigan. You see, I haven't fallen all this way because I don't believe in him. I don't think, I don't know why the Vikings or any other teams are interested in him. Look, that man played in like the Big Ten or whatever and had not even and had barely over like 2,000 yards or whatever, man, like that. Bro, man, you could put any other quarterback on Michigan, they would have been just as successful. Man, like, bro. J.J. McCarthy, all he had to learn in that national championship game was say, "Hut, here's the ball, running back. Hut, run." That's all he had to learn in that championship game. He was just like Jimmy Garoppolo back when they played Green Bay in that NFC Championship game back in 2019 when he threw like 8 passes or whatever. So, Dad, who's the 26th pick?
The 26th pick. Who's the team?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, what
Let's
you
see.
said.
They may need some defensive help. Give me the next edge rusher.
All right, next edge rusher. Let's use that. Next edge rusher. The next edge rusher is Latu Edge from UCLA, who was projected to be the 13th pick.
Whoa, he fell a little bit. All right. So I guess the
Yeah.
Buccaneers have them a steal.
Yep. Now, with the 27th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Kingsley Suamatia, offensive tackle from BYU. The Cardinals, they drafted Paris Johnson last year in the first round. Hasn't really worked out for them. They're going to get a tackle who does not really have the hype that Johnson did last year. So they're going to get Kingsley Suamata, and they're just going to hope for a prayer that he works out. All right, Dad, who's going at number 27?
27. Who's the team?
The Arizona Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals. They have to help out Kyler Murray a little bit. So I think they will get the next best offensive lineman, who is.
The next best offensive lineman is a center by the name of Graham Barton, who's the 26th projected pick.
Let's go center for the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, Graham Barton packing his bags, traveling to the zone of the
To the
sun.
desert.
Yes. All right. Now with the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Xavier Worthy, wide receiver from Texas. Dad, do you know his 40 time?
Was it good?
4.21.
That's good.
The best 40 time in the history of the NFL Combine. So yeah, the Bills are gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, well, we did lose Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis and everybody else except for Khalil Shakir, and we brought in Curtis Samuel. So they're gonna be like, why not take a shot on Xavier Worthy? And I think that's what they're gonna do. And Xavier Worthy goes at 28 to Buffalo. Dad, who is the 28th pick in the draft?
Let's give Josh Allen Xavier Worthy. Give him some speed because they lost the receiver. I can't think of his name.
They lost Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
Stephon Diggs. So we need a deep threat. So let's get Worthy in here.
Yep. All right, now I have another trade. I have the Detroit Lions trading the 29th pick to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the Raiders are back in the first round. And with the 29th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders are selecting Michael Penix Jr., quarterback from Washington. They're going to be like, okay, I mean, he's still on the board. Why not take a flyer on him? And even though he's literally the oldest prospect that anybody's ever heard of, they're going to go ahead and draft him. And he is going to Vegas to compete with Gardner Minshew. So, Dad, who is going at number 29 in your opinion?
For what's the team?
For you, the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions. We had a good offense last year. Defense was all right. Could have been better. I'm not reaching for that linebacker in the 40s. So, where are my safeties at?
Your safeties, the best safety remaining is Tyler Nubin, who's projected to be the 38th pick from Minnesota.
That's too much of a reach. So, who is the best running back
The best running back is Trey Benson, running back from Florida State, 43rd projected pick.
Uh, who is the best wide receiver? Let's give my boy some weapons.
The best wide receiver available is Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver from Texas, who is projected to be number 31.
All right, let's slide him in there. That's not a big reach. Let's slide him in there.
Yep.
Make a first round pick. Congratulations, you did it, young man.
Yep. With the 30th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens are selecting Keon Coleman, wide receiver from Florida State. I know as LSU fans, once again, he also gave us PTSD when he caught like every single pass for every single yard for every single touchdown, which was driving LSU fans crazy. And I don't know why people are not talking about him like he's a first round pick. Like, no duh, he should be a first round pick. Um, it's weird that people are talking about J.J. McCarthy before they talk about Keon Coleman being in the first round. Um, yeah, I got Keon Coleman packing his bags and headed to the city of Baltimore where they need receivers. So, who's the 30th pick in the draft, in your opinion?
I agree with you with the receiver pick. They drafted Flowers last year, so let's give him another one. I like that receiver that you picked for him. Lock it in.
All right, bet. Now, with the 31st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers are selecting Cooper DeJean, safety from Iowa. I have him falling a bit, but the 49ers, they're going to be in love with him. You know, he almost escapes the first round of the 49ers, right? Would drag him in. And Cooper DeJean pairs up in that secondary. And hey, maybe if the 49ers had Cooper DeJean last year, maybe they're Super Bowl champs. So yeah, Cooper DeJean, San Francisco, book it. Now, Dad, who's number 31 in your opinion?
Well, they lost one of the edges, to the Saints, so might need another edge rusher to go on the other side of Bosa. So give me the best edge rusher they have there.
All right, the best one available is Jared Verse, edge from Florida State, who is the 15th projected pick.
All right, he fell a little bit. I'll grab him. Good
Okay.
pick.
Now I have one last trade to end the first round and end this show because I am hot for some reason. I have the Green Bay Packers who had this pick after trading down with the Chiefs, and I have them trading down again as I got the Green Bay Packers trading the 32nd pick to the Carolina Panthers. You thought the Panthers were just gonna be a landslide. Nah, man. The Panthers are gonna be like, nah, man. We need a first round pick to help out Price. And we have the 33rd pick to start second round, so we'll give you that and a couple bags of Cheetos, and we'll take this 32nd pick. And with the 32nd pick in the 2026, 28, no, the 2024 NFL draft, and they're going to select Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver from Texas. Dad, who was the 32nd pick?
I'm going to end the first round with a trade.
Okay, here we go.
The Kansas City Chiefs are trading the 32nd pick, not to the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Atlanta Falcons was on the phone trying to get it. Said, "Hey, give me that 32nd pick. I want to get a plate of poop." And Kansas City was like, "No, I have a trade in place with the New Orleans Saints."
Okay.
So Mickey Loomis is on this phone, and he's telling these dudes, "Okay, put the guy's name on the card, run it to the podium. You know what the name on that card is?
What?
What's the next best quarterback?"
The next best quarterback is Spencer Rattler, who is quarterback for South Carolina, and he's the 104th projected pick.
104.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Spencer Rattler did some things in college. I mean, he had a all right, last season, but before that, he was balling out. So I think, that wizard of a coach, Dennis Allen, he's gonna coach him up, boy. He's gonna
Oh,
coach his man up. to Drew Brees level.
Oh,
All
this
right,
shit.
I don't know
All right,
what
but what are the
what
Saints? All right, but I have a question. What will the Saints be giving up in this trade?
the Saints will give up. Do they have a second round pick?
They have pick 45.
Pick 45, and that's not good enough. So they have to throw in something else. And the 6th round pick.
All right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure real quick because, to be honest, hold on, let me see real quick. All right. Let me see. All right. All right. Here we go. So you have them trading pick 45 and a 6, right?
Yes.
I bet. Okay. So 32, 4, 45, and let's see. So hold on. Let me make sure I get the pick right because the Saints have a bunch of mid-round picks. So let me make sure I get the pick right real quick. Saints. All right. So let me pull up the draft picks for the Saints because I'm not gonna lie, they have a bunch of picks, and here everyone says the number of the picks. So, all right, let me pull this up. All right, here we go. So you have them. I got this article real quick. Now let me go down. The Saints have 2 6-round picks. We have 190 and 199. So which one do you want that to be?
Let's give up the 90.
All right. So 190. Okay. Let's see if this works. All right, it's been accepted. And you have the Saints getting Spencer Rattler, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that rounds out our 2024 NFL mock draft. We're going to see how smart we look or how stupid we look in a couple hours. So, Dad, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Warren Newby. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm not hard to find. All I want to leave you with my last point of the night. I
Okay.
love the name Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's going to have a great time in Philadelphia with the great defense that the Eagles got. Um, Yeah, I do too. You can always find me here, Hurricane Mike, in New Orleans International Streams. And you know what I gotta say real quick, and that is who that. Please don't do nothing stupid, Mickey Loomis.
Who that?